So I finally received the SSD to go in the mSATA enclosure. So let's see what is it. So this looks like that. And these are Toshiba components. So let's see if it's easy to install. So as far as I can see, it's just a matter of inserting that like that and putting two screws. And we have the screws here. So there are a number of them, and they are very small. Sorry for the noise of the metro in the background. So we have many small black ones, and we have two grey ones, so I guess it's going to be these ones. One. Two. At least that fits. And I guess now we can just close the box. And I hope these small ones. These things are tiny. That's tiny. And we have 3 remaining screws. And as far as I can see, there are no more holes to screw. So there you go. This is IDE connector, and inside we have the mSATA SSD. So earlier I also burnt Windows XP Pro SP3 Integral Edition 2022. This is not technically legal, but the laptop has a legit Windows XP key. I also have the original Windows XP CD with it, but the main problem was that it did not have all the service pack, and I will have had to install them, and they are not available anymore, so I'm just going to use that instead. While I was at it, I also ran some performance tests. So I installed Crystal Mark and Crystal Disk Info, just so I can compare the install before and after. So very noisy. So this is a Fujitsu MHV2060AH 60 GB, firmware, file number, parallel ATA UDMA 100. It's been on power on 1400-912 hours. It's been started 848 times. And most of the smart information is at 100. But some of the things is not, but it does not look like there is anything actually terrible. Temperature 42 degrees. And we have Crystal Mark. Which we can use to have an information about the performance of the machine. So it's currently running, and I ran it earlier, and it's very slow, so I'm going to fast forward that part in the edit. So there you go. Sequential 1 meg, sequential 4K, random 4K. So that's the information we have. Now that this is saved, I am going to switch off the machine. And install this. So, remove the 2 screws. which gives us this and that. To make sure we put it in the same position. I have to be careful because the original hard drive is a metal frame, and here it's a plastic case, so screwing too much will just go through the plastic. Then we put that back here. Now the big question is, will it boot? Like, will it detect the drive? Primary master, LiteOn LMT something something. On secondary master, it's a Matsushita. So boot device priority. I'm going to put CD-ROM drive. Okay, so it's going to boot on the CD-ROM first. Introduce the CD and exit. Setup is inspecting your computer's hardware configuration. Setup is starting Windows. To set up Windows XP now, press Enter. To repair, to quit, so press Enter. Windows XP Professional Setup. I agree. So, Windows XP is finally installed. License agreement, I accept. Next. Setup is detecting and installing devices on your computer. And as I said earlier, I do have the Windows XP Fujitsu Siemens Product Recovery CD-ROM Windows XP Professional SP1A. And here I do have Manage Drivers and Utility for the LifeBook. And with it also came Nero 6, Liquid View, no idea what it is, Norton Gust 2003, DVD player WinDVD 5, and Mobile Manageability LifeBook. I believe that one is going to be important to get all the specific drivers. Next. Installing network software allows you to connect to other computers, network on the internet. So I'm not going to set up networking on this Windows XP machine because I don't want to take the risk to get a virus that propagates all over. Which means I'm going to use USB keys to copy files. Setup must complete a final set of tasks. Applying computer settings. Welcome. Setting up personalized settings for Windows Desktop Update. That's definitely not an original part of the original setup. So, what do I want? My power, 7-zip, MS Visual Basic Runtimes, Microsoft.NET, XP User Profile Hive Cleanup, Power Toys, Hash Check, Open Command Prompt Shell, Unlocker, XP Codec, Tech Ownership, I have no idea, Toshiba, Reader Driver, 9 additional Windows XP Teams, Driver Packs, Program Trick, Windows XP Tricks. Yeah, let's do it. Submit. Microsoft.NET Framework I/O Pack. This installation can take about 5 to 30 minutes depending on your computer speed. That can be interesting. Oh, switch to a black theme. Windows XP installation is completed. The computer will now restart in a few seconds. So, regional options. No, we don't want English United States. 17 August 2022 to 21.1, which indicates that the change on the battery backup did work. So what I wanted to do was to run the disk benchmark. And I got a message about a power surge on the USB port. That's interesting. So I'm going to create a new folder called Tools. I'm going to copy these two. So first, disk info 32. LiteOn LMT something something. Then crystal disk mark. So language. I'm blind. English. Let's try. On 17.75. I have to admit it's disturbing to have writes faster than the reads. So there you go. And I think that's all for this evening. So the system is installed, it's running, but I need to install the drivers to get the proper resolution and things like that. So see you next time.